stings. There you go.
It's like a sewing machine.
What's happening, everyone? Greg Quirin here, and today we're bringing you an update with the world's first big block powered C8 Corvette. After more than 3.5 years of engineering and development, Larry Hofer's 8.1 liter direct injected big block with variable valve timing is now about 95% complete, running and driving. Today we're taking the car out for another test drive so you can see and hear the progress for yourself. We'll also give you a sneak peek of what's coming next, as Larry continues pushing this incredible C8 conversion closer to completion.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So here you go, folks. The big block Corvette, 8.1 liter direct injection.
Checking drivability.
According to Larry, the drivability is improved.
Big time.
There's no check engine light. However, the car thinks the hood is open, which is not. That's why it keeps beeping at us.
Beats too. I mean, we were doing 46. Let's see what it does on the freeway.
Yeah.
Downshift good. Feel that? Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Sit, touch there.
Roll up front a little bit. Yeah. So the beep is because of the stupid hood, right?
Still thinks the hood's open.
Yeah.
But it's letting it go down the road.
So, cool.
And this is where it was driving me nuts. This thing on the freeway right here would go da 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 da.
So hold the throttle steady, though. I feel. Is that just road that I feel?
Let me just back out. Okay.
It's pulling to the
I said
tires.
cruise control. I didn't say cruise control.
Nah, that's okay. No, I mean you can just hold it steady, but
A little bit there. A little bit there. I mean, if you're trying to pick it up, you might be able to feel it just a tiny bit. But if you were just driving down the freeway, you'd never even give it a second thought. Okay, let me bring it up to like 80 or 90. There's 80. So that combustion chamber modification, big difference. Big difference.
so for the folks that are seeing this thing right now, you know, it's 85 miles an hour. The car's really nice and quiet too. Amazing how quiet it is.
Water temperature is good.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Okay, I got a couple misfires. Cylinder 1, cylinder 7.
1 and 7 both on this side.
Why didn't it shift? Oh, it just kind of let off the throttle.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. Wow. So right now, light throttle, like this, there's no misfires. But you did get a total, in that occurrence, you got a total of 81 misfires in that occurrence.
You should select one cylinder, or say which ones were the worst.
Well, I got one misfire. Yeah, it just does on a couple. But we would need to do what's called a record. We'd have to record. So I'm going to record right now. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Darn it. But we're going 163?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is actually pretty good.
It's hot. You can hear your AC going. So what is your initial thought then? What do you think?
This is really good. Now it's running in fuel enrichment the whole time. So we don't really want that. We want to be able to go back and forth. But it shows that this motor likes the 13.5 instead of the 14.7.
Okay. And so what you did is made an adaptation or modification in the tune.
Yeah, Brendan did. He sent us a new program.
It was running 14.5, now it's at 13.5. You've richened it up, and you're getting a lot less misfire.
Oh, that's really, I mean, it's drivable. That felt good.
This is, yeah.
So I need to figure out why the hood doesn't want to stay closed.
It's closed. The sensor.
Maybe the connect. Well, the hood's closed, but I mean the sensor.
Yeah. All right, there you have it.
Let's see how it idles. So it's got just a little bit.
Yep, you can feel it. You can see it in the tack. Tack bounces a little bit. 23 psi adequate for oil pressure?
Yep. Did you feel that little chuggle when it went up?
Yeah. There's no chuggle there though, see?
No, from 2000.
While Larry's 8.1 liter direct injected Big Block is already running and driving, he felt it was missing a little bit of visual wow factor. So he's headed back to the drawing board with a custom-made intake featuring 8 individual throttle bodies. The result should be incredible, adding both more performance and an acoustical sound. Let's listen in as Larry explains how this is going to work.
I'm just going to take this guy here off.
Yep. Okay, so you can see the throttle blades, and you're going to manually increase it, and I'm going to get in here so I can see it. Okay, go ahead. Okay, yeah, it's opening. Pretty cool. So it just steps at like 10% at a time, right?
That's all this thing's supposed to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I was so happy when this worked, I couldn't fucking stand myself. See, 94, I think it goes up one more. No, that must be it.
So you get 94. Now let me get in here and let me show that the blade is open.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So wide open throttle, and now if you hit the decrease button, right? So you hit that, it's gonna start closing down. That's pretty cool. So
There's a lot going on there.
Not only is this the world's first 8.1 liter C8 Corvette, it's the world's first direct injected 8.1 liter
and nobody
Corvette
in their real mind would ever want to do this.
8 individual throttle bodies.
Yeah, for an 8.1?
No. So what you did, explain what you did to this original throttle body.
So this is the regular C8 throttle body, but we trimmed this off, kept that pivot so that this shaft was stable, and took this bracket that we got from the other throttle body that we bought. That's the only thing we used that had a throttle body. It was like $1,500, and we kept the bracket.
All right, well, good for you, Larry.
Everything else went in the trash. No, we didn't. It's actually a good part. It's just in the wrong application.
Yeah.
So this worked. This is what we needed to see. We needed to see this. So the computer is moving this. Now this is moving here. None of this is bolted down.
It's just a temporary bracket.
Yeah, we're taking the manifold back out.
That's cool.
When this is bolted up, it's nice and rigid. Works good. It's got a bolt here. It's got a pair of bolts here.
And you're using the Autel, so if anybody is interested, and I'm not a salesman for Autel, but these
come
things
on.
are freaking bitching.
Aside from being
Which one do you have?
complicated, it works really good.
So he has the 906 Pro, the MS 906
Yeah.
Pro, because last time we did a video, people wanted to know what kind of
Yeah.
scan tool.
It works really, really good, but you got to sit here and play with it to make it get going.
And I think you got to buy them soon because they're going to outlaw them.
Is
in
that
the
right?
state of California and maybe federally. Because this is
This is a nice part. It really
this is
a
the
nice
one
part.
that you can go and flash new key codes and stuff like that, and they want to. Now it has to be like subscription based, and you got to be verified and all that kind of stuff. Is what they're planning on.
Is that part of like the right to repair law or something? Or
I think it's more of a theft thing because people are stealing cars with these.
Oh, that's out of my price range.
Yeah.
Okay, there's wide open throttle as far as the computer is concerned.
So you're at 94%.
Yeah. Now, the other thing we have to do is when we come down to 0, and we have the throttle body at 0, then we'll go back and 0 the throttle plates, because this right here is just close. You know, nothing on this is really tight.
Yeah.
This is showing the concept.
Yeah.
And you keep pushing. I was so happy with this, I couldn't see straight.
So just for the record, because I know we haven't done a follow-up video on this, but the car is a runner, a daily driver now.
It runs pretty good. Oh, it runs really good, actually.
It runs and drives. It has not run yet on this intake manifold.
No, it has not run with this manifold, but that won't be a problem because the management for the fuel is already done with the direct injection, so we don't have to change that. The biggest thing on this will be adjusting the tip in so that it's smooth off idle, because with this many throttle plates, as soon as you go like 10% throttle, it goes from idle at 600 or 700 to 5,000 RPM.
Yeah.
So we'll have to work with the tip in on this guy here. Okay, so this is the setup on this motor, where we cut up a regular standard throttle body, cut the front off, back off, and we left this little guy here so we can still play with it. And then we indicated that where it's supposed to be, so we have a reference.
Yeah.
So now we can see there's idle, or some version of it.
Pretty cool.
Oh, it's way cool. I mean, just imagine. Blah,
Thing's gonna sound pretty good.
The biggest issue with a stack injection like this is the idle quality. So that's what Paul's doing. Take a picture of Paul's.
So what's Paul doing?
He's doing the same thing I did.
What?
This is the same setup as mine.
Filing.
On his TVR, he's got this.
Okay.
And then I've got this. So we're working on minimizing the air loss.
What it is just
So that's the thing. When they make these, they make them pretty good, but they're not perfect. So he and I are both working on making them perfect around here. So as perfect as we can make them. Because the less area you have go through here, the better the computer has control over it, because then it can control everything.
There's the toy box. There it is. Kind of looks like a big roach or
Yeah, it looks like the head of an alien.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what it is. There she is. Wow. And this is all custom build too.
Oh yeah. There's nothing on this you can buy.
You got your firing order on the inside. All right. Now, what's all this?
Beats me. It's notes from way back when.
Yeah. Back in a year ago. Cool.
Roughed out.
So it's all
engine linkage, something. We pounded it flat. That's when Paul and I pounded the manifold flat.
Oh, okay.
This manifold here, the butterflies sit here, and they're in way of the injectors. So building the secondary injection on this motor is going to be a little more trouble.
And then you got your typical Raylar 8.1.
Yeah.
That's ones you guys R&D,
Here,
right?
look at this one. This is the one that has the new fuel rails on it.
Oh, wow. Oop.
Yeah, we made these for Mercury Marine.
Nice. Nice piece.
Yeah, because the fuel rails for the fuel rails for the 8.1 are rusting out.
Okay.
So we made all these for Mercury Marine.
Wow.
And they're nice parts.
Do you sell a lot of them?
We just got the first ones last week, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We've had a lot of calls because everybody calls us to find out what there is. But so far, we haven't had any to sell to people.
Okay.
So we haven't even started marketing them.
Cool.
But we'll go ahead and start marketing them pretty soon.
Well, where can people learn more about your stuff? It's Raylar.com?
Yeah, Raylar Engineering.
Or RaylarEngineering.com. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you got another little tiny motor in here.
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff here.
Another animal.
That's
Now this looks all, is that a stock one?
547. This is a PSI motor that we're playing with. We may put a turbo on this like a Duramax. That's something we're thinking about, is playing with that.
Okay.
But this is kind of like our junkyard.
And these are the new
C8 exhausts. When we put turbos on, these all go in, you know, wait to throw anything away.
Yeah. Cool stuff. All right. Well, thanks, Larry.
You're welcome.
We'll have to get an update on the Corvette when it's running.
Yep, that'll probably be another 2-3 weeks.
All right.